Hey everybody, it's Jordan here. Welcome to What About the Game. Today I'm going to be talking about Spellspire on the Nintendo Switch. As previously stated in my Sparkle 2 review, the Switch is getting a bucket load of games with surprising variety. Yet again we have something a little new, with a word game mixed with RPG adventure elements in Spellspire. 10 Tons' 5th game on the system in as many weeks. There isn't really a story to Spellspire, you're just a young boy seemingly trying to ascend a 100-floor tower to find his riches. It's obviously not going to be the easiest tasks, with countless monsters standing in his way. Luckily for the main protagonist, he's an apprentice magician, with a wand capable of defending himself. Each floor of the tower is occupied by some nasty enemies stopping you from reaching the treasure. To combat them, you need to spell words, which unleashes an attack. The longer the word, the more powerful it is. If you're worried about the state of your vocabulary, then don't be. At least for most of the game. You'll be hugely surprised at which words you have stuffed in the back of your head, and how they spew out when under pressure. And the pressure is there. Each of the enemies has a countdown timer which indicates when they will attack you. It can be tough at times. I'm a writer and English teacher, and my vocabulary is quite poor, and given a less than favourable letter pool, you can be really up against it at times. Letters are generated at the start of each stage, and the 10 that you have need to be with you until you get to the end of that stage. They aren't used up or anything. You just need to make as many different words as possible using the same set of letters. This can be both challenging, fun, and even make you become slightly more cunning. Having an S or an ED in there can easily make any other word plural or past tense, for example. Some frustration may come from times when you really are dealt a dud hand. I found that having no E's a complete catastrophe for my lexicon knowledge. Killing enemies and reaching the next floor will give you gold, which can be used to buy a few things, which you will definitely need. You can buy new wands which increase your attack power, as well as giving you different enhancements such as burn or poison. You can also buy new cloaks and hats, which improve your health and, again, provide extra abilities such as slowing enemies down or giving you more gold. All of these things that you purchase and equip can be upgraded different levels too, which increases their usefulness. There is a nice balance of, should I upgrade the one I'm wearing now or buy the next one up? It's a tough choice because either way, it uses a lot of precious money. One last mechanic that you'll find in the game are the items that you're allowed to take with you and use. You can use healing potions, magic scrolls, or even books which reveal a word to you. To be honest, I was so caught up in the frenetic word action that I very rarely paid attention to the items, saying that I only played up to about level 50, so maybe the further up you go, it may become more essential to take items into account. As a port of a mobile game, it does still bear the hallmarks. Firstly, you can collect free gifts once every 8 hours, which while not a bad thing still shows it. Then you have the grind. It has the full-on grinding curve you'd normally find in a free-to-play mobile game ripe with in-app purchases. Now, unlike the free-to-play version, there's nothing actually stopping you playing when you fail, and no, there aren't any microtransactions here. You can get straight up and try again. But when you do get to certain points, you're going to hit a brick wall unless you go back, grind for cash, and upgrade your equipment. Part of this is alleviated by the fact that the set of letters you get are different each time, so it doesn't feel like you're playing the same thing over and over again. You always have to come up with new words. With that in mind, playing 100 levels, as well as repeating most of them at least one time, this is a game that will last you quite a while. Playing an already completed level for a second time, you're invited to do a challenge. Complete the level without taking any damage, which can actually be very difficult if you're not equipped or upgraded enough. You may have to retry this more than normally progressing up the tower. Control-wise, you can use the buttons while in dock mode, but the game is far more suited to portable play, as you can use a touchscreen for everything. That's not saying the docked mode is unplayable or anything, in fact it's perfectly fine, it's just a tad slower to choose your letters or correct your spelling. Presentation-wise, it's okay, but on the downside it does look like a mobile game that's free to play, with most things lacking any advanced animations and such. Music is also on the steady side, nothing really too special. Overall, for word junkies, Spellspire is a no-brainer. Of course you're going to get it, challenge your thinking speeds and vocabulary. For those who are leaning more towards the adventure side of it, may want to hold off because it's really not the deepest gameplay, more of a window dressing for the wordplay. It does a good job though, and it's a nice addition to the Switch library. Okay guys, if you've enjoyed this review then be sure to like and subscribe, that would help me out so much. You can read the full review of Spellspire at whataboutthegame.com, and you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter if you want to. All the links are below. Thanks guys, bye bye.